Ich bin am Musikant.
Karen, have you checked this out?
Auf meine Finger seht man nicht kein Brillant. Jüdische Lieder sing ich euch immer wieder. Ich bin ein Klezmer, ein Musikant. Ich bin ein
Good morning, good morning. We'd like to get started.
Thank you.
Is this it? Is this everybody? Was it that rough of a night last night? Please come in. All right, well then we'll just start now. So
Okay.
I'd like to welcome to the stage Tomohiro and Thais from Rico. And yeah, I think we're ready. So let you guys take it away.
Okay.
Good, thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm Tomohiro Noguchi from Tokyo. I am General Manager of Product Planning, Planning CETA and other digital camera business of Ricoh. I really appreciate this opportunity for me to make presentation. Let me introduce you about Ricoh CETA's history, values, and new CETA information today. We launched the first generation CETA in 2013 as the pioneer of 360-degree consumer camera. After that, we have commercialized a new model every year up to now. Compared to the first generation, we have made lots of evolutions time to time, such as adding video, improvement in image quality, live streaming capabilities, even by keeping compact design of CETA. We have been enhancing functions of application software as important item to enjoy CETA, as well as camera hardware. We have always listened to customers' feedback and demands a lot. And improving functionality and user interface by repeated version upgrade. At the same time, we have opened API and SDK for applications. Up to now, we have held developers contests periodically, and users provide unique applications from all over the world. As a result, 400 or more CETA applications have been listed on App Store and Google Play. They tend to become specification-centric of hardware. However, we believe most important issue is user experience. By the way, why do we, Ricoh, focus on 360 spherical cameras? Ricoh is the #1 office equipment manufacturer in the world for such as photocopy machines and printers as $20 billion revenue company. At the same time, we are a traditional camera manufacturer as well. Ricoh is a long-established company with more than over 80 years history. Ricoh acquired a Pentax camera business 5 years ago and enhanced the lineup from medium format DSLR to compact digital camera. CETA is a product with the essence of Ricoh optical technology and image processing technology. The three major values of CETA are including compact form factor, simple, and intelligence. We would expect many kinds of spherical camera from now, and it is a good thing for the industry because a selection of product becomes wider from the user's point of view and the industry to be expanded. However, as for Ricoh, we will develop our products featuring these three major values. In the case of business applications, 360 spherical imaging is becoming popular rapidly. Real estate is the most promising, and also for used car, travel agency, construction, and education areas. More in the near future, it will expand to various markets, such as restaurants, security, eyes of drone and robots, etc. Through daily experience of 360 images, the demands will expand to the general users from early adopters, especially adapting on the broadcasting and journalism is following to create the general user demands. There was a scene in the White House. CNN journalists took spherical pictures. It seems they think it is a traditional selfie photo. They should have made a circle to be shot. Don't you think so? Other scene broadcasted by Japanese TV station. You can see the meeting scene that President Trump and Prime Minister Abe are discussing together in White House. It seems a journalist put CETA onto the hot shoe on DSLR. Now, we are pleased to introduce a new model for CETA. We announced at NAB show in Las Vegas this April. The new model captures 4K 30 FPS video. And also, it provides more immersive feeling by spatial audio with 4 channels embedded microphones. You can experience 4K plus spatial audio shot by prototype of new CETA at the Ricoh booth today. Not only video, but live streaming will also become available with 4K. Since the new CETA is designed with Android-based OS, new CETA provides more flexible customization and expansion capabilities. We are sorry that we cannot provide further more information. I hope you will be looking forward to waiting for commercialization. That's my message. CETA's target is creation of new image expressions. So we focus on expansion of emotive moved experience to blend surprise and communications. As of now, CETA surprises customers by new experiences simply due to 360 images. We believe just impressive is not good enough. But it is important to convert a simple surprise to moved excitement. CETA's value is not achieved by just hardware device. evolutions of device is important, of course. However, more important thing should be ease of use applications and to system to enhance the UX and platform to share and use images. But the most important is content. I have been involved in camera business for a long time, and Ricoh GR is like my baby product. Camera cannot be a hero, but a good assistant tool to make great content. I believe wonderful content would change the entertainment and creative world. We continuously make efforts to provide camera tools so you can provide many, many great content. Thank you.
So let me take over. Thank you, Noguchi-san. I probably have the best job in the world, guys. I need to sell cameras. I'm responsible for European marketing and communication activities. I'm responsible for selling a camera that probably everybody in this audience has or has tested. And it's very, very nice to get all your feedback for the past 2 days. The story of 360 in Ricoh started with a vision which I really like. We started talking about virtual reality as VR, but not as virtual reality content. We started talking about visual revolution. And the journey that Ricoh has embarked on is really to go on this visual revolution of changing the way we see things. Now, it now sounds very easy and very, everybody is used to it. You guys have been involved with panoramic shots for a long time before we arrived. But the vision from Ricoh was that what is this visual revolution? It's basically traditional photography, you look at things in a certain frame. And the vision from Ricoh was we take away this frame and we take in one shot all the content that you have. So you take the complete spheres. So no more stitching, no more issues with taking a full spherical image. Now, when Ricoh announced the Theta, we always thought, okay, this is going to be a fantastic product, but who is going to buy it and how does it work? So let me just go one step back before going into our history and the activities that we're involved with. It's basically the fundamentals of the Theta is that it's very easy to use, it's lightweight, easy of use, you can fit it in your pocket, but from the outside, it seems very simple. From the inside, very technical. So we have a twin lens folded optical system that is linked to a CMOS sensor. And it gives us the current output of the current devices of approximately 40 megapixel visuals, and we film in full HD. So that is the current Theta, so the Theta S and the Theta SC that most of you will have seen. And the story continues. When we started 2013, we were in the most comfortable position ever because there was nobody else on the market in the world of single shot 360 devices. But we see that this market is catching up, is growing rapidly, and actually we're really pleased to see that this evolution is now happening. So we have a new camera which is coming up. We currently are on our 4th generation of Theta. But what we see is that over the past 2 years, we've seen a lot new other companies bringing out 360 cameras. And so there's a real market which is being shaped. And I always say you cannot create a market if you're a single company. So there's not a place for just one company to own the market. So we could never have done and grow as fast as we currently do without other companies joining this virtual reality experience. So we're pleased on this. And what we see is that many new products are entering the market. So Ricoh has the ambition to stay ahead of the competition. One is obviously the products that we see, but also we see a multitude of image sharing platforms. And the sharing of content becomes much more important for us. We used to have to upload a 360 image to our own cloud, theta360.com, and from there you could hook it you could send the link to your friends, and if you were lucky, you would put it on Facebook, and people would be able to click through it. Nowadays, the sharing of content is so easy, and we're going into a new dimension, obviously, of sharing content in live 360. So this is going step by step, and we're really pleased of the evolution also that is happening from a platform side. On the other hand side, we see that many new industries or services, most of you will be involved in the travel industry or the tourism industry, real estate industries are industries where we're quite common we work a lot with, but also we see now all the movie and content creation on the video side is asking more and more. And what are everybody asking is obviously higher quality products. So this is where we continue to go towards. Now, in order to market this product that what many people have seen, we do multitude of activities. There's so many of you which are our current fan base or user base. We work with photographers, we work with videographers, we work with journalists across the board for creation of content. And for us, the success of the Theta, from a technical side, it's just a product. But what we really love is for you to continue creating all this great content that we see out there. We've seen examples of people using Theta on drones. We've seen people testing it on the water. We see them on free diving. We see lots of skydiving. We see a lot of different uses. And for us, this is pushing the boundaries, and we get a lot of input from you on how Theta should continue to evolve. Out of this, we get some great content and visuals that we receive, and people we work with are always so proud to share their content. So these are examples of some of the ambassadors we've recently worked with, and what you see in these visuals is that a lot of these visuals are still driven around what we call the little planet effect, because this is the easy way to share 360 content. And the ambassadors that we then work with will create either stills or videos in a multitude of ways, but also in a very creative way. So we tend to focus on technologies, and you tend to focus on creating content. And so for us, it's so good to get the feedback of all the content that's being created. So here you see videos that are driven around using it in a little planet. We work with creative agencies. So this is an agency in Amsterdam that did campaign for us using Theta across Europe, creating some content. We work with Peter, I'm not sure if he's in the others, with people creating content for us at events, and also from a pure 360 side. This is with the noise. Perfect, thank you. Video that my friend Harry made at a Google event in Amsterdam. So what you see is that there's a lot of different content that is being made, either from a pure creative side or from an event side, just sharing of visuals. We work with various people that create content for us. That would be either we use it as Little Planet or we use it in virtual mode. So this makes it very interesting for us. So here you see the same content that is being shot by Inside 360, and that we managed to then use in a variety of ways, all shot with Theta. And similar side, we would use content on advertising, or we'd use it online. And you see multitude of different things that we've been doing. And all of this is because all of you are pushing the boundaries of what you can do with Theta. So for us, this is great, but most of all, what I want to say is, please continue doing this, and thank you for being our ambassadors. Then we've been working with amazing businesses, events across the board to create additional content for us. We see that the world of broadcast is putting up a lot of interest nowadays in 360, but all major companies are trying to find out the limits of using a simple product in the world of 360. So the Jack Daniel example is an advertising campaign we did in Hungary that was showing content taken with Theta. So from a creative side, we continue to work with content creators, agencies, and multiple creatives to create some great 360 content. And then our drive is to keep innovating and dare to be different. So this is my colleague that went to about a month ago to the top of Mount Everest and that completed the 7th summit climb, taking the first 360 visual taken with Theta at the top of Everest, so which he loaded last night on Street View. And we continue to work with multiple of people to create this kind of content. Now, we'll have a short Q&A afterwards, and then, because I know that everybody's been asking about where are we going to with the new product. It's definitely coming. You've seen some of the specs already, but you've not seen all of the specs. So please, please watch this space, and you'll be surprised of what our new Theta will be able to do. And we'll be able to keep you updated if you want to register on our website on the arrival of the products and the specs. So that is it from my side. I invite you to continue following us, working with us, sharing of content with us. We share a lot of feedback of the users of Theta, which we share with our engineers in order to make sure that the product also evolves. When we went from a single shot product that was shooting very low resolution image to integrating video, to integrating high rate video, and now going the extra boundary of going into 4K and live sharing and many other things. So please continue to share your content with me, with us, and you've got my details here if you would like to hear more from us. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much to both of you. Okay, I'm sure you have questions, so who's first?
First of all, thank you very much for the Rico Theta.
As you can imagine, there is a large audience here of professionals that started using the data from the beginning. I think that in the past years, you always heard us out on what we were needing, what we were wanting from our data, and whenever possible, you added that features in a new firmware. So I think that all of us appreciated this thing very, very much. And I would say that this is the attitude we really like from a company that produces tools. And so now we are here and we are wanting more, of course. We want the professional data. We want to be able to change memory cards without having to open the camera. And we would like to have visual feedback when we register a video. We would like to have 3D data, maybe with 4 lenses and so on. So what's your plan for the future? Are you going to the upper market? Are you following this thing and making professional camera also?
Should I answer? So first of all, thank you very much for the positive input. Absolutely, we've engaged on a journey as Rico to open up the world of 360 to a wide audience. But the ambition of Rico has always been to make it an affordable product for general consumers. That was the first drive. And then we found that all the photography, geeky, virtual reality fanatics have picked up much faster than we expected this camera, than the general public. And what we see is that the content that currently is being created is a lot around explaining of how the theta, how you can use the theta in great environments. And this is really focused on a wide audience, so non-professionals, although we absolutely listen to what you want. And I think that the professional photographers are setting the expectations that the wider audience will not be aware of yet. So we're obviously looking what other companies are doing, and we're absolutely listening to the feedback. But what our ambition is that everybody should be able to purchase a theta and own a theta in order to easily create 360 content. So that is currently our strategy. Any other questions?
No other questions? Nobody's asking the obvious? When?
When? So, we cannot say when the new camera is going to be available, but it's definitely going to arrive before the end of the year. And my personal goal is that in Europe, everybody here in the audience owns a camera before Christmas. So we'll work hard towards that, but we haven't released the exact announcement date yet. But hopefully, you should all own a new theta by the end of the year.
That's fantastic news. I think you've been answering a large number of questions as we've been going through the conference outside in the marketplace. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we now have a 30-minute break.